Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Wednesday night, and that means it is time. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I forgot. I keep forgetting that Facebook demands information that I keep forgetting to add to it before it will send me live. So just hang on one momento, please. Well, I put this information in there. Save that. Now I can go live. There we go. Now, to find me on Facebook. Let's see. Am I live? Am I live? Come on. I should be live. Says I'm live. I have a really fun, there I am. I have a really fun fold for you tonight that is really pretty. Okay, where did you go? There we go. Hey, Alice. Hello, Carol. There. Okay. Headache. Memorex. Hi, Holly. Hey, Janet. Have that Facebook headache, the one you get when you don't do things the way Facebook wants you to do and Facebook refuses to do what you want it to do. Anyways, I have a pop-up block card for you today. And I'm going to take you through step by step. Hello, Norma. Step by step how to create the card. I'll give you the full measurements and score lines and all of that stuff. Is it live or is it Memorex? Okay, you're dating yourself, Alice. I don't remember that because I'm way too young. Norma, I booked our hotel in Long Beach today. 2 thumbs up. Hello, Carol. Oh, Carol's in Mexico. Woohoo! Hot and sunny, and we're cold and wet and rainy. Okay. Free shipping today, tomorrow, and Friday. That's it. So you save 11% on your orders. If you have it shipped to you, it's a minimum $100 order. I have group orders going in. I did one last night. I'm going to be doing another one tonight. So if you are wanting me to order you something, if you live local and you want me to include it in my group order for free shipping, let me know by, say it's 7:30, 8:30 tonight. By the time I'm done here, I will be getting that order ready to go. And if you live outside of town, then contact me and we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure I can do anything, but I can try. Hello, Wendy. Okay, let me flip you around. I'm not going to show you the card yet. Keep that as a surprise. And registration is that close to being open for my December class. I will show you a card tonight if you hang in till the end. Okay. Pop-up block card. This is my template. Because as you know, if you hang around me, you know that I make a template for all of my fun folds so that when it comes time to recreate them, I just have to go into my box, which is really full, and I have to start a second box because my November class is fun folds, and 5 of them I hadn't done yet. So there's 8 fun folds altogether, and registration closed on the 15th, but you can still get the tutorial only option. And if you're interested in that, then send me a message and we'll make that happen. It's $20 for the tutorial. Anyways, I take old cardstock and I create the card, and then I put measurements on it. I make the body of the card. I used to add all the designer paper and all that stuff, and I thought that's just a waste of my time. So now I just do the body with all of the measurements. I put the measurements for the designer paper, and then on the back is where we're going to put the piece to write. So basic white 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, are you ready to take a screenshot? I'm going to hold my recipe up for you. There you go. Now this fold is by Lisa Curcio from Lisa Stamps in the States. There we go. Okay. I will be walking you through them. I'll be telling you what they are, but that's just in case you want to get a screenshot of the recipe. So this has four. Look at that. 1, 2, 4. Apparently, I don't know how to count either. 4 blocks that pop. 3 blocks pop up. Oh my gosh. And that's what it looks like in the profile. So it is very narrow. It's only 3.5 inches. If you had 12-inch cardstock, you could make it a little bit bigger by changing your score lines. You could make it an 1.5 inches bigger. So that would be 3/4 of an inch bigger, I think. No, 1/2 inch bigger. So card base is 5.5 by 10.5. And it is scored at 3.5 and 7. Hello, Sonia. And then you have the boxes are 1.5 by 6, and they're scored at 1.5, 3, and 4.5. And I'll walk you through all the designer paper pieces and all of that when we start to make the card. So it's a cool card, and it's not too thick, although it is a bit thicker than a normal card, but I think it would still fit in that normal mail, the regular mail slot. So tonight I am using Memento Black and Cherry Cobbler. Oh, I haven't showed you the card yet. Would you like to see the card, or shall we just carry on? Ornamental Christmas bundle, stamp set, and the dies. The Holly Jolly stamp set for the inside sentiment, and the textured notes dies. Ooh, I need a new what's that thing called? Label on there. Textured notes dies for the sentiment. That's this one. Hey, Valerie. Glad you could make it. Deposit the grandchild. Is that how you keep all your sample card layouts in envelopes labeled? Yes, Sonia, I do. I store them in one of those photo boxes, you know, the ones you get from the M store or wherever you get them. And they fit in there like this. And then I have all the names of them up here. If you'd like to see what my box looks like, let me know and I will show it to you after I get my card done. It's quite full and it needs a buddy. So I'm going to have to start a new one. All of my fun folds, well, I shouldn't say all of them. 99.9% of my fun folds are done in a template like that. Okay. Thick basic white, 5.5 by 10.5, scored at 3.5 and 7. Then we have 3 pieces for the boxes. And this is just regular basic white. I didn't do the thick basic for this one. These are 1.5 by 6, and they're scored at 1.5, 3, and 4.5. And those are the boxes. Then we have, well, I haven't even showed you the card yet. I haven't showed you the card yet. How funny. Here's the card. Isn't that pretty? And there's the inside of it. I love this designer paper. Look at this. Ooh, and then there's the background. There's the back where you do the writing. I put lots on there so you don't have to write much. Okay. So then we have, whoops, this goes here with that. This goes here with that. try and keep that in sight for you. And we have a piece of basic black that is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and a piece of basic white that is 5 1/8 by 3 1/8. Those are for the back. Then I have a piece of, oops, my recipe fell down. It's not going to help me. 3 pieces of modern Christmas designer paper in 3 different patterns. And these are 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. Then I have basic white that is 3 by 3 1/4 to do the tree. A piece that is 1 by 4 1/4 to do the sentiment. Modern Christmas designer paper that is 3 1/4 by 1/2, and that's going to go on the part where you write. Then we have a piece of gold foil that's about 3 by 3 or something to fit the tree in, and then the gold stars. There's no embellishments on this. I used gold star things from the dies. And then we have 6 pieces of the designer paper that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. So you can use any side, any pattern. I didn't choose the tree pattern because the trees are too wide apart. So we're going to do the polka dots. And you could do these trees, but I like these better. And then, of course, there's the rest of the paper. It's got amazing, amazing stuff in it. This one was too far apart. Like the pattern is too big to make little tiny things like that. And you could do fa la 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 la, but I didn't. Okay, so let's get some stuff done here. Don't need that. This, I need the sentiment. Those we'll put on there. This and this. Oh, I forgot to get the tree. Oh my goodness. Hey, Dimity. Sonia, I love this designer paper too. It was one of the very first things I ordered when those online exclusives came out. Hang on, I gotta get it. Long. And I grabbed my box while I was over there so I could show you my box. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the tree in Memento ink. And I have to fussy cut it, so you're going to have to put up with me fussy cutting. I don't know why this piece of paper is so big. You don't really need a piece that big. There we are. Now, this is what the back looks like, so we might as well stamp that while we got it, if I can find the pieces. I lost them. They ran away. There it is. We need the sentiment. And I'm keeping it over to the right-hand side a bit because I'm going to put some stars in there. Like that. And then do you see what I did on the inside? You see the stars? I stamped the stars in cherry cobbler, and then I used my black marker and added a bunch of dots that kind of look like the stars are floating or something. Okay, so that's it for Memento. And now I'm going to get cherry cobbler out. And I have to stamp the sentiment in cherry cobbler. Now the die that I used from the textured notes dies just fits across there. So you could cut it out and cut it apart and have wishing you peace and joy and have the sentiment instead of in one long piece, you could cut it up and have it in some smaller ones. Okay, now let's get stamping paper. Can you tell what color I was doing today? Yes, I did a sunset and silhouette card for with the it's off the top of my head. Where did it go? Autumn trees bundle, which is what my classes in December are going to be. They're going to use the autumn trees bundle and the paper that goes with it. This piece is going to go on there, and it is going to go right at the bottom. So I just need that on there so I know how far down to do my stars. Okay. That one can go right about there. Okay. Now the envelope. Hey, Mary from Vegas. Apparently I've got mung on this stamp. I'll be very careful I don't put it all over my envelope. Yay. Okay, that's it for stamping. It for stamping. That. And get this. And then I'm going to cut the tree out of the gold. Let's just hold that in place. A couple of little pieces of that. And then there's these two dies, and that's what the stars are. And you cut 4 because there's 4, but I'm only using 3 of them. Oh, James is here. He was supposed to curl tonight, but the other team didn't show up. So instead of going home, he came here to hang out with the old people, and him and Ted are having rousing games of cards of some sort or other. It's wonderful that we live on the road from town to where James lives because he stops in often. It's wonderful. Keeps tabs on the old people. Well, on the old person. I'm not that old. There we are. So Norma and I are going to Long Beach, California in March to the Stamping Up convention. And any demonstrator can come with us. And did you know that right now, during the month of October, you can become a demonstrator for only $48 in Canada? And you would not have to buy another thing, and you'd still be able to come to Long Beach, California, and then Disneyland with us. Yep. Because you have until the end of your first full quarter. So this is October is the start of the quarter. So it's October, November, December. And then you would have to have your quota in by the end of March 2026. And the convention is March the 11th. So you too can come and have fun with us at Disneyland and go to the convention and have fun at the convention too. So any of my team members that want to come with us, please let me know because I booked a room today. We have a room with 2 queen beds at a really super rate because Stamping Up booked a block of rooms and we get it to take advantage of them. So is there any demonstrator out there that is going to come to Long Beach in March? Okay, so I'm just folding these on the score lines. These are the blocks. And you know, when I do a fun fold, I always do them one way and then I do them the other way because then they sit down a little bit quieter. And in 20 days, I think it's 20 days, I'm off to Vegas for a leaders convention. So I'm really excited about that too. My swap cards are all done. I'm in 2 Funfold swaps, so I'm hoping to come home with lots of brand new ideas. Alice says she wishes she could. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time at the old homestead, the convention, and Disneyland. I can't wait. Who else loves Disneyland? Who else is a Disney fan? Is it just me and Norma? I know Norma is. Is it just me that is like a kid in a candy store when I get to Disneyland? I just want to do all the rides. I don't do all the rides and eat all the funky food. Churros. Yes, please. And you know those down there, they have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that are inside bread. So they do the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, bread, peanut butter jelly, bread, and then they cut them and they stick them together and then they cook them. And they're like a little peanut butter and jelly pocket. Mickey, here we come. Oh, I should have worn my ears tonight. Oh, Dimity, I wish you could too. It's a little bit of a long way for you to come, though. Alice says she's never been, but always wanted to. Okay, so now we are going to put paper on each of the boxes, and you do it right up against the middle fold. I'm hoping that my adhesive is going to hang in here. Which way did I do it? I did dark first, so we'll do dark on this side. And we'll put the polka dots on the other side, just to change it up a bit. This stuff takes your fingerprints off, I tell you. Oops. There we go. There's one. Churros. Oh my God, I love churros. I introduced my sister to them. She'd never had them. Like, really? How could you be related to me? Oh, hey, should we do light, light, dark? No. Let me know what you think. Should we do light, light, dark and mix and match them or stick them all the same way? Anyways, I introduced her to them in Orlando. She was not a fan. Just like to say, my sister has weird eating habits. But that's okay. She didn't like it. I got to finish it. Then we were sitting beside some people, and she'd never had one either. And she got one because what she wanted, they were out of. So she got it because she wanted something. So she didn't like it either. And she'd got 2 of them. So she gave me her other one. And then she went back because by then they had, I can't even remember what it was that she wanted. Some other treat that they had been sold out of, but they had. So I got to eat 3 churros in one sitting. And that was good. Then I never had them the rest of the time we were there. I know. I don't know how she can be related to me and not like churros. That it's just blew my mind because it's not the first time we've been to Disney together. And I'm sure she tried them when we were in Disneyland many, many moons ago. Have I ever showed you the picture of us on the Screamin' California ride? Sorry, I have to fussy cut this and it's a little difficult to fussy cut. Wait, let me get my scissors that are sharp. This will help. We went there in 2011. We went there. It was hubby and I and my sister, her hubby and her child. And Ted doesn't do rides. So I was ecstatic because I had somebody that would do rides with me, and we did Screamin' California 4 times in a row. We never left. We just went because we had this fast pass is what they called it back then. And we just kept going because it wasn't that busy. And one of the times we were there, they took a wonderful picture, so I bought it so that I would have memory of it, and it hangs in my craft room so that I remember the memories of Disneyland. Sonia's been to Disneyland 5 times. Our girls loved it when they were young. I agree, Sonia. Never to Disney World. Alice's alternate. Change it up a bit. Holly's been to Disney World. No desire to go back or to Disneyland. Too peoply. Yes, it is. I have no desire to go back to Disney World. I really do not like Disney World at all. I've been twice, both times for stamping up things. So it's not like I did the trip myself. I don't care if I ever go back there, but Disneyland is amazing. And if I lived south of the border, I would be going there more than once a year. Every year. Just to ride the rides. Because I love the rides. Screamin' California is my favorite. That's the roller coaster one on the California Land side of Disneyland. And it goes up. It goes around inside a Mickey head. I'm hoping it is working when we get down there in March. I'm going to have to do some research into what will be available. It's fun for all ages, that's for sure. Yep. It definitely is. When we went with our kids, they were 11, and it was the perfect age because they weren't too old. They still wanted to hang out with us, but they were old enough that they could do a full day over there without complaining. So that was the perfect age to go. We saved up for 2 years to take the kids. Well, I started saving and I didn't tell hubby till I was halfway to my goal. And then I told him that we were going to Disneyland after I had saved half of the money. I just kept siphoning little bits here and there. You never knew. But he was grateful that I did it because it cost us about $100 more than I had saved. Okay, we have our tree. Now, the tree is going to be on dimensionals on top of the gold. So let's find dimensionals. Oops, I'm going to put my case back on my sharp scissors so I know which ones are sharp. There we go. All right. So that's not a bad vacation to go down to California, to Long Beach, California. Norm and I have decided 3 days in Disneyland. Norma's been to Disneyland 11 times. Wow, girl, you got me beat. That's awesome. We've decided to get a 3-day pass, and we're going to do 1 day at Universal Studios because you can't go down there and not go to Universal Studios. I'd love to stop off at Knott's Berry Farm too. I don't know whether it's still as prevalent as it was, but it was fun. And I haven't been there since we were there in 1991. We were there. Okay, there's that. There's that. Now we're going to start. And I'm going to start with the papers, putting the 3 designer papers onto the card base. So we have trees for the front. Uh-oh, I hit my mouse. You know what that does? Screws up my monitor. Okay, trees on the front. Right there. Like that. And then these trees go on next. And this is the reverse side of that gorgeous paper with the gold stars. Uh-oh. 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 I put it on the wrong side. Oh, shoot. It's upside down. I'm doing too much talking and not enough paying attention to what I'm doing here. So now I have to pull this up. Thank God I used Stampin' Seal. How many times do you do that in your lifetime? Wow. How many times a week do I put things, my fronts on upside down? It's not a lifetime. It is in a week. Okay, so there's the folds there, and this goes this way. I gotta uncurl it. We had the weirdest weather today. What's you guys' weather like? I would look outside and it would be just pouring, coming down buckets. And then 10 minutes later, I'd look outside and the sun would be shining. I went for my walk, started in the sun, got wet in the middle, had more sun, got wet on the way home, and ended up at home in the sunshine. It's a good thing I have waterproof clothing. Okay, so this one's going to go on here. And you have to put these on before you put the boxes inside. Now you could, if you wanted, put white here and have this part for your writing if you wanted, but I wanted the pattern on there. So that's why I did it that way. Not too much sun. No, it was like on and off. It was the weirdest weather. Okay, so now we have to put adhesive on these, on both sides of the boxes. There's one. Two. And three. Now, Alice said to mix them up. So I need you guys to tell me, shall I do them? Let's see, I did the dark. So this one would be, shall I do them this way? Like that? Or should I do them this way and offset that middle one? So let me know, all the same or offset, mixed up. I'm going to put the top one in. So you put the top one in and the bottom one, and then put this one in the middle. And there's a little bit of a border around that. Just a little this morning at sunrise and at sunset. Sonia says, first day of sunshine here in the Kootenays. Rain for the past week. Oh, Kootenays. Where do you live, Sonia? Mary said, cloudy in the morning, warm afternoon. Offset, mix it up, offset, mix it up, offset, offset. Valerie just wants me to mail her the card. Okay, we're going to offset. So I'm going to start with this way. So you put it so that it's down a little bit and you're not binding on that fold like that. Can you see? Am I doing this in? There we are. So you want to stay away from that fold because you don't want it to bind when your card closes. You want that to be straight and you leave a little bit of a gap up there. So there's one. Now this one at the bottom is going to be the same way, like this. And I'm doing all three of them because, as you saw, it's really difficult to open the card flat. Montrose. Yes, I was born in Nelson. So Sonia, if you go to Nelson and you go to the Oso Negro coffee shop on Victoria Street, I don't think their address is Victoria Street. I think they took the address of the side one, the one that goes up by the road that used to have Woolworths on it. If you go to Oso Negro, that's my grandma's house. She sold it to them when she moved into the facility that she was in at the end. And they dug out the basement. The house, I believe, is a rental on the top. And then the coffee shop is in the basement. Okay, so then you fold these back like this. And you want to make sure that they are folding properly so that your sides are matched. Fold that one, you fold that one, and then you fold this one. And then you just close your card. Oh. Sorry, Dimity wanted them the same. Too late. Hello, fussy cutting. Yes, fussy cutting. I love it. Diana says either way looks fine. Dimity wishes she had rain. Oh. And you're only starting into your summer, right, Dimity? It's not even full-fledged summer yet. So there's our boxes. Look at that. They work. Woohoo! Woohoo! I know, it's the little things that make my heart happy. Okay.
Goal accomplished.
My darling grandson just slammed the
I just
door
opened
open.
the door really fast,
and
and it scared her.
he
So,
scared me to death. There he is. There's our grandson. This is the old one.
hello.
James.
I just scared her to death, and it was funny. So. Goal accomplished.
Are you going home?
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time you're hungry.
Yeah.
Bye. Your daughter worked at Oso Negro, Wendy? That is weird. How cool is that? Yes, when he opened, he sent me a couple of packages of their coffee. I don't drink coffee, but hubby enjoyed it. Okay, so the tree's going right about there. Sonia knows the place. Her middle daughter lives in Nelson. It's so beautiful there. Sonia loves the card. Thank you. Yes, James visits often. It is quite fun. I enjoy that part of the fact that he can now drive. The fact that he now drives scares the out of me, but you know, what can you do? It's sad because we don't get to see Cameron as often anymore because James doesn't come over from home. He comes over before he goes home. Okay, and I'm not putting glue on the fourth one because I am not going to use it because things need to be in threes. Okay, so now we're going to do the back. And the first thing I'm going to do is put my designer paper on there because it's too big. This was just a leftover slice I had when I cut the designer paper for the card, and I thought, well, I'll just use that. Why not? Put that on there like that. Wendy, you were born in Nelson? How crazy is that? She lived there 24 years ago. Yes, I was born in Nelson 23 years ago. Oh, yes. And I haven't been back there since my grandma died, and I don't plan on going back there. Not one of my favorite places in the world. But it is beautiful. It's hilly like San Francisco is. And I had a cousin who had a house on the lake. They had just across the bridge on Valhalla, they had a store there. So we used to go visit her all the time, and we got to have potato chips and milkshakes. Her mom had one of those the original milkshake machines. And as far as I know, she still has it because as far as I know, she's still alive. Haven't heard from her in a bit, but we used to go there for potato chips and milkshakes and go for a swim in the freezing cold lake. Wet season is about to start, I hope. It's now madness season or loony season, so hot it drives you mad. Oh, Jiminy, I'm sorry. That sucks. Heat. Okay, so now to finish it off, I'm just going to use the bullet part of the marker and just make some little dots on the stars. And then we'll just add some in the middle. And I do them in threes like you do when you're putting embellishments on. And there you go. See how it just finishes off the inside of that car. And we'll do the envelope because why not? Oops. Here we are. Oh, lots of deer out tonight. That's cool. Ours were out in the middle of the rainstorm today. Okay. I lost the sentiment. Anybody see where my sentiment went? I stamped it. I put dimensionals on it. And now it's disappeared into the wild blue yonder. Hey, people. Do you see my sentiment anywhere? It's not on the floor. Good Lord, love a duck. What the heck? It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Yes, I die cut it and I put dimensionals on it. And I put it right there. And now it is not right there. It's not on there. Do I have to do another one? Oh, did it fall in the garbage? No. Okay. Get another piece. We'll just restamp it and then it will show up and I will have two of them. Had a deer looking in my window early this evening, scared the crap out of me. Suddenly his face was in my window. It was dark, so oh my gosh. No, it's not under the other card. I looked there, Wendy. Under the under envelope? Nope. I don't know where it is. Honest to God, I don't know. James scared it and it disappeared. Yeah, we'll blame him. I have no idea where it went. But that's okay. I have the technology to do another one. Is it stuck to my sleeve? No, I took my sweater off before I started tonight. It's not stuck to my clothing anywhere. It's not in my lap. It's not on the floor. It is not. I don't know where it is. So tell me, am I doing this in one long one like that, or do you want me to cut it up and do a couple of shorter ones. You know, the minute I get this cut, that darn thing is going to show up. I figured maybe it was just sitting in plain sight and it was just me that can't see it, because that's happened before. Who is that person that messaged me? It will turn up when I don't need it anymore. Okay, that and some dimensionals. Cutting it up will be fun. Valerie says long. Sonia says cut it up. Anybody else want to take a stab? Because so there's what it's going to look like. Long. Bottom of the silicone mat. Nope. Nope, not with the recipe. It's not on the mat. I don't know where it went. I've given up. Long, long. Okay, more people want it long than want it cut up, so long it is. Long it is. And don't forget, I'm going to show you my template box. And I am going to show you one of the cards in my December class. And this month is my 18th stampiversary on October the 22nd. I've been doing Stampin' Up! For 18 years. Isn't it wonderful of Stampin' Up! To give us free shipping for my stampiversary? There, and I think right there. There we are. The card is done. The sentiment is nowhere to be found. So there we go. So this one has, the boxes are all the same. This one, we kind of played with the boxes a little bit so that it wasn't the same. Swallowed it. Your sentiment disappeared when you built the boxes. It gradually moved up your workspace. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Honest to gosh, I cannot find it. I have no idea. Anyways, it's gone. It's going to be in the garbage because it cooked its goose. So there's our card. So who is going to give this card a try? Oh, today's the day, Sonia. It's like, I don't even know what day it is. Yes. 18 years today, I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You went back through the video and watched where my sentiment went? Oh, that's funny. Well, then I should get off my Batinsky and get a Stampiversary special happening. Okay, so I'm going to put those to the side. Let me show you my template box. Here it is. These are all the ones that I don't have room for sitting here on the top. This one I did a couple of last week sometime, but you see them all here, and they all have the names on them. So they're all alphabetical. So when I want one, I just flip through and think, what shall I do? Oh, let's do the swing tent fold today. And I've got the template and I've got the sizes. This is back when I used to put designer paper on them. Little notes, make sure to die cut up far enough so that the bottom doesn't show in your card. Yes. I don't know how many are in here, but there is a whole whack of them and it's full. Like I can barely get my hand in there and I have a whole handful more to put in there. So that's my template box. Now, I'm going to show you one card one card from the class in December, and I am using that month. I am using, let me turn you around so you can see that. I'm using the Autumn Trees bundle. Now, one of them I have used the Amber Autumn dies, this one from the Amber Autumn dies. But most of it is this. I did use the Gathering Leaves embossing folder. That's the one with all the leaves on it, but you can use any embossing folder. And if you have one of the other tree bundles, you could probably make it work as well. Okay, so which card am I going to? There's 5 cards for the class in December. 3 for the class, 1 extra bonus one for the monthly tutorial subscription, and my club gets an extra bonus kit as well as a tutorial. So the class is 3, tutorial is 4, monthly stamping club is 5, and my team get it for free. Which one shall I show you? Okay, I'm going to show you part of this one. Thanks, Holly. This one is a oops, I guess it helps if I do this. It's a sunset in silhouette card. Look at that. Ooh, ah, ooh. So that's one of them. And then I'll show you this full card. That's one of the cards for the class. And it's a little bit of a technique, an inlaid technique. You can see the sun, the blue sky through that. So that is what my class is in December. And now that I've got the cards done, I can open up registration. And I'm trying to wrap my brain around an ordering special that I want to do for my Stampiversary. It's 18 years. Oh, thank you. 18 years. It's been gone like that. I don't know where the time gone. Honest to goodness, it does not feel like 18 years. And it's going to be free card kits with a purchase. But I haven't decided what how much the purchase is going to be yet. And if you are part of my monthly tutorial subscription, then whatever card, because if you live outside of Canada and you are part of my monthly tutorial subscription, you will get the tutorials for whatever card kits I give away. You'll get the tutorials for the cards for free. If you live in Canada and you do a minimum order, then I am going to give you card kits. I just haven't figured out the logistics yet of how much the minimum order is and what card kits I'm going to give you. But there will be, I don't know whether I'm going to do a class that I'm doing or if I'm going to make extra cards. I don't know yet. I might just do if you didn't get the Fun Fold class for my November class, the class number 2, it might be those kits. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. The kits for Fun Fold class number 2. If you're not already registered for them, then you will get those. If you are already registered for them, then I will work something else out for you. Minimum order, still free shipping with $100 order for the today, Thursday, and Friday. So we might as well incorporate everything together, right? Yes. Okay, I'm writing this down so I don't forget. And I'm writing it down in pink ink. Okay, 3 free card kits from Funfold number 2. With a minimum order of $75 before shipping and tax product. So, and if you are registered for Funfold number 2 and you put a minimum $75 order in, you will get that class for free, regardless of whether you're doing it virtually, you're doing it by yourself, or you do it with me. I've already got the tutorials are already done, so this is not going to be hard for me to come up with. So place a minimum order of $75 with me between now and what's the date? It's the 22nd. Say the 28th, October 28th. And you will get 3 free card kits from me for the Funfold number 2 class for free. I will even mail them to you for free. There's an extra almost $5 in postage. If you live in town, of course, then I won't mail them. You'll get those in person. And if you're already registered for that class, you will get, and you put a minimum $75 order in, you will get the kits for free. Now, I know that my club people have already put in their November club order. So this one will be for your December club order. I will let you qualify for that with your December club order. Minimum $75 order between now, the 22nd of October, and the 28th. So you have a week and 3 of those days of free shipping if you want to up it to $100. And you will get kits for 3 cards mailed to you. Funfold cards, not just cards, Funfold cards. Now, if you are part of if you're outside the country and you are part of my monthly tutorial, you will get the tutorials for those 3 cards for free. Now, I know some of you from my monthly tutorial subscription have already paid for that class. So I will apply what you paid for that class to your monthly tutorial subscription for months that you haven't paid for yet. So it'll just extend your monthly tutorial subscription for you. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then let me know. And hopefully I'm going to remember to do a post with all of that information and a link to my online store. You can get a hold of me if you want to be included in the group order going in town. And you can get free card kits. And then if you live out of town, you want to join us for the virtual event, I might get them to you in time. But with our postal system, who knows what's going on? Because the class is, I think it's November the 6th, so I might not have time to get it to you, but you'll have the video tutorials anyways. So you can come and sit with us in the class and just hang out anyways, even if you don't have your kits yet. Anybody got any questions about that? You've seen cards for December. That registration will open soon. I gotta do my magic paperwork. And I will be back tomorrow night. Yep. Oh, I have a nest of winter Funfold for you tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. And bye for now.